Look at the picture. See the skull. Visible Frankenstein controls. The Brain Thoughts broadcasting radio. The Frankenstein earphone radio. The latest new skull reforming to contain all Frankenstein controls.
Hello everyone, we hope you're all staying safe and well. We here at Frankenstein Control have a special message for all of our beloved Joshes out there, one which we hope will bring you some laughter and normalcy during this trying time. It is not an egg. We are not offering you an egg in this trying time.
I wanted an egg. It'd feel better.
I am pretty hungry.
No, after giving it 2 weeks to test the waters, we've decided that we are going to resume our regular recording schedule, pending worsening news or regulages. It could always get worse.
We're maintaining a safe 60-foot distance from each other.
Yeah, we're actually...
Our apartment is 5 feet wide by 60 feet long.
So we're actually yelling this down a series of elaborate PVC pipe. It's like those tin cans you used to talk through as a kid, but
Yeah.
Just imagine like the grown-up Adam Savage Mythbusters version of that.
Yeah. We actually haven't changed our recording stuff very much because we always had to keep the social distance kind of thing just because of Taylor's smell.
Yeah, that's true.
This is just stank protocol.
I took a shower today.
Yeah, which is why we can be at least 50 feet from you instead of the normal 100.
Well, it's true. I do have a natural musk.
Anyway, we're going back to normal here, as normal as possible given the circumstances, so that we can fill your prescription of that Frankenstein control content you so wonderfully tolerate.
Yes.
Why did we make this decision? We gave it a lot of thought and came to the conclusion that it's probably safe for us to meet for recordings. We're a closed, small group as it is. Ada and Taylor live together, so the relative risk to one another from the two of them is the same whether we record or not.
Yeah.
That's true. Basically, the only one in danger is you.
And while I am still going into work, I do wear I barely interact with anybody. That's the thing. It's like I pretty much just do my job over at my desk. And I do wear a medical grade mask, and I employ medical grade sanitary practices. So we're also taking all other recommended precautions. Nobody's going out unnecessarily, and we're avoiding others who may belong to high-risk demographics.
Every time I go outside, I Howie Mandel a condom over my face.
That guarantees people will be staying very far away from you. It's a good thing I visited my parents a week before this all started because I have no idea the next time I'm going to get to see them.
Yeah.
I called my grandma the other day. It was great.
That's nice.
She's doing good, and I'm happy about it.
That's good. Well, the real truth is that, like, other than our respective romantic partners, we are the only people we ever see or get close to. So it's probably cool. My wife
says you. I go out at night and lick homeless people.
Well, that's. I can't help you there.
That's fine.
That's fine.
CDC actually recommends that.
Yeah, they have antibodies to everything. They live out in the worst conditions.
Yeah.
My wife, for the record, is working from home and not venturing outside, so no risk there. Jen sounds like she's doing pretty much the same thing. So.
Yeah.
We're also doing this in the hopes that it gives you, our adoring public, something to distract yourself with, as well as something to look forward to every week. Speaking for myself, the hardest battle mentally that I've been dealing with this whole time is how utterly abnormal everything feels now. So engaging in one of my favorite routine activities is going to help my brain feel a little less compressed.
Exactly.
Before I turn the show over to my two compatriots, we may as well come right out and acknowledge the elephant in the room.
Me?
No, well, you're usually the elephant in the room.
Oh, okay.
You're the bison in the room.
You're the Brontotherium in the room.
Was that a Witcher?
No, that's one of those megafauna, prehistoric megafauna with it's the rhino with the Y-shaped horns that they based one of those creatures off in Small Soldiers, one of the bad guys.
Okay, yeah, I know what you're talking
that's
about.
No, that's Megatherium.
I think they're similar.
I thought it was Ultratherium.
Whatever, I'll ask Blathers later.
Oh, topical.
More on that in a bit, but I figure we might as well come right out and address why nobody can leave their houses. And that's because that damn Ravir, the Khajiit pawnbroker in Balmora,
damn Ravir!
Goddamn Ravir!
He simultaneously stole a lot of people's common pants and other household commodities, so now we all have to stay inside lest he steal yours too.
Yeah.
Some people are at a higher risk for having their pants stolen by Ravir. So if you've had your pants stolen, please do not expose yourself, literally, to anyone else, so that everyone's common pants and iron cuirasses remain safely in their inventories where they belong. Incidentally, Ravir will buy moon sugar from you.
But it's not worth the risk.
That's not worth the risk. So stay inside. Don't get your pants stolen by Ravir. That's our euphemism for this going forward that we should try to stick to so that we don't get in trouble. Do you know about Facebook? YouTube. Demonetizing
It's
videos.
like we're not monetized anyway.
I know, but I have hope for someday. I believe in this channel, Ada. That's the difference between the two of us.
I have absolutely no belief in this channel. I love doing it. I have no hope for it, but I love doing it, and I will keep doing it.
That could be because of the Game Grumps are doing the Backstreet Boys reunion tour. Do you know about that?
No.
They are exclusively referring to the situation as the Backstreet Boys reunion tour. Like, now, if you or somebody you know has tickets to the Backstreet Boys reunion tour, you need to stay inside. It's been great. So I was like, we need to have our own turn of phrase that we can utilize.
Our own puckish retort against the ridiculous policies that guide all of our lives on this internet type website.
Also, let's just assume our sponsor is Cologuard again. Take it away.
We gotta get that shit money.
That sweet shit money.
They send us the money in the same containers that people send shit to them.
Yeah, that's the bank's problem, not ours. And they're wearing masks now anyway, so... anyhow, I'm going to turn the show over to you two. So, how you been doing? How you been coping? What y'all been up to?
Welcome to Frankenstein Control. I am at long last your host, separated by Ravir's reign of terror, but now on the airwaves once more. T-Dog, T-Money, Pope Tay-Tay the 7th, your very own Taylor Russell. Welcome to Frankenstein Control. To my right is Ada Ship.
I'm Ada, and I had my pants stolen by Revere, and now everybody knows what's not in them.
Oh, and in front of me, as always, is B-Rye.
I'm B-Rye, and I enchanted those pants with the soul of Vivek, the living Lord Keimer Dunmer god, in a massive affront to the designers of that game.
I'm gonna put you in pants.
Speaking of, what I used to do back in Morrowind, I've been using my extra time because I am still going to work, but they drastically reduced our hours from like a full schedule to like we're working 18 hours a week now.
Oh, wow.
I was actually completely off yesterday because we had nobody coming in.
Wow.
So we got the day off with pay.
That's good.
With pay, which
That's
is pretty
good to hear. I'm glad.
But yeah, I was thinking about how back in the day, friend of the show, Steven and I used to go on mass murder rampages in Morrowind, which I'm pretty sure I probably talked about before on the show.
You've told us about it.
Yeah.
We're aware.
Well, I was like, you know what? I got all this time. I want to do it again in Skyrim this time. So I want to try and beat our old kill tallies. I think the highest we ever got was like 1,200 something people.
My God, man.
And so I'm doing that again. Got a Skyrim file right now that I've been having a lot of fun doing that with. There's rules to it. So, like, the kills have to be realistic. If I take an arrow in the head, I have to reload a save.
Oh, God.
All of my guy is an archer, so that I'm primarily just sniping people.
Ah, the good old stealth archer build.
Pretty fun. I'm also, because the game, back when we used to do it in Morrowind, it would like break the game because you couldn't sell shit anymore because you killed all the merchants. So I'm only focusing on, there's enough random enemies in Skyrim, like bandit caves and mage towers and missions where you get to go against people. Yeah. So I'm just focusing on those. And I think my kill tally as of last night is 977 people. So
okay.
Yeah, we're getting there.
You're getting there.
These are the actions of a sound mind.
If you commit virtual genocide, you're all right.
It's a Skyrim genocide run.
Yeah.
It's who turns an Elder Scrolls game into a Pol Pot simulator?
Oh, God. God.
When do you fight Sans?
Oh, God, no.
Talking about Skyrim and stuff, like, I've spent a long enough time away from that game to where I can look at it with a less than rosy spectacles.
Oh, yeah, it has a lot of problems.
The most recent Doom game to come out, there is an enemy that made me reconsider a lot about how enemy design works in games. Mm-hmm. And like, okay, so if any of you followed me on Facebook, you probably at one point or another saw my goddamn TED Talk of a review of Doom Eternal, and I devoted an entire section to it, to an enemy that appears in the game called the Marauder.
Mm-hmm.
And
I'll be honest with you, I didn't read it.
I'll give you the bullet point, which is I hate that enemy. If he was just a boss, it'd be fine. But the fact that he starts appearing as a semi-normal enemy near the end of the game,
that shit sucks.
Is awful. Chiefly because it is an enemy that forces you to just focus on it. Mm-hmm. It's me. Look at me. I'm the big bad marauder, and you got to waste all your time till I'm gone because it won't go away. Mm-hmm. And you got to beat me, and you got to beat me in a very specific, boring way. And I hate it. And there's been a number of videos defending it. And I get what they're trying to say. There's a bunch of videos where it's like, beat the Marauder easy. And I'm like, look, man, if...
That's not the point.
Yeah, it's not the point. I don't care if I'm able... It doesn't matter how easy it is to beat. It's not fun to beat.
Yeah.
No matter how easy it is.
Cheesing things usually is not fun.
Yeah, and what got me so riled up about it was that everything else in that game was fun as shit. It's a good time. It's a real good time. I love it. Like, all the other enemies have this way of complementing each other and how the game flows, and it's just this constant, like, circus of rip and tear gore blood, and it's grand. Mm-hmm. And then the Marauder shows up, and you're like, it's about me now! And so, all of that aside, going back to what we started this conversation, the dragons in that game are the Marauders of Skyrim.
I was just about to make that same point, how much I fucking hate dragons.
And the thing that made me think of that too, like to bring this up even, is that you're playing the optimum build for Skyrim.
Yeah.
You're playing the best possible build for that game because you're putting all of your shit in hit things with a bow.
Ranged combat.
Yeah. There's no way to just go up and smack a dragon in the face.
Dragons were such a poorly designed concept, or poorly executed, really, not poorly designed, just because they show up, they spawn way too fucking frequently.
Oh, yeah.
Way too fucking frequently. They should almost not even be random enemies. They should have fixed locations and mission-specific situations where you gotta deal with them.
I think I would hate the dragons a lot less if they were, like, a set number of them in specific locations.
Yes.
And, like... They could have made each of those locations something a little different.
Yes!
A number of those could be, you need to hit them with range attacks, otherwise you're fucked. I'd accept that. Mm-hmm. I'd be okay with that. It would be a challenge that I would have to get over. Not this spontaneous inconvenience that is not fun.
It's immersion breaking.
Yeah.
It's like I'll be trying to, most dangerous game, a bandit camp. And I'm, skulking up on them, imagining their conversations and their little lives that I'm about to snuff out like so many candles in the wind.
Jesus, B-Rai.
And then this fucking dragon swoops down, engages them all in combat, aggroes all of them, kills some of them, steals kills from me, and I get controller breaking angry at that. And that is multiple saves reloaded to get to the point where, because I've figured out, like, this is my way around that. Mm-hmm. Whenever I encounter a dragon, that's the game saying that it has decided the next random spawn is going to be a dragon. So then I have to fast travel somewhere else to trigger a random spawn so that it'll trigger the dragon, I can kill it there, and then I can go do the fucking thing I wanted to begin with.
Yeah.
And dragons are even more annoying because you can even kill them and they'll still be flying around wrecking shit up and killing people until their script, they just decide to land. They can only die on the ground.
Oh.
They only die when they're on the ground. So even if you deplete a dragon's health entirely, if it just doesn't decide to land and die, it's still fucking things up.
And that's the other thing that I hate about the Marauder can be brought to the dragon fight, which is both of these rely on... in a game where you're used to doing like your utmost to increase the flow and fun of a battle, these are enemies that make you wait. Mm-hmm. These are enemies that unavoidably make you wait through one circumstance or another, and nobody likes waiting. Especially when it comes to something as exciting and cool as combat. Yeah. We're not playing Civ 5, people. Yeah. We're playing fucking Skyrim and Dooms. But I don't want to stick around and have to wait for a thing to happen.
Yeah.
And luckily in Doom Eternal, like, I've gotten to the point where I can trick the Marauder into doing what I want to end the battle as quickly as possible.
Dance to my tune, bitch.
Exactly. And like that's a good thing all on its own, but like I got other shit to do, Marauder. Like, I'm busy doing other shit. Like fucking why's it always got to be about you, Marauder-san?
So even the reward
It's
with
so
the dragons,
yandere. Yeah, and that, well, with what I was gonna say is like dragons are even worse than marauders because, like you said, you're at the mercy of them flying about, and they could just do it forever.
Yeah,
there's a chance they just do it forever, and it's agonizing.
Yes.
Just the longer they're up in the air, the more I'm just like, oh,
I know. Oh. Well, like,
make it stop!
I usually will collect from them because dragons also drop very, very valuable dragon bones, which you can.
That's true, and the dragon bones are heavy as shit.
They're heavy as shit. They take up a lot of your inventory space, and they deplete. They're really hard to sell because they are very valuable. Which you would think, oh, that gives me lots of gold, but like you sell 2 of them, and the shop keeps out of gold.
Yeah.
So then you have to fast travel to another town.
Dog, you play on PC, don't you?
Yeah,
just
I do.
Get the Richer Merchants mod.
Well, see, the thing is that I don't like the way the special edition handles mods. Is it forces you into like a separate save state the way that Fallout does, which I'm not super fond of.
Separate save state.
Like this is your modded playthrough now. Like you have to do whole new saves for this playthrough.
What?
And
That's weird.
It's a pain in the dick. And like it also, every time I've had mods, it ends up fucking things up. Like part of the reason I'm playing the special edition now is because
it's mod free.
I'm just going full vanilla on it. It has all DLC, but it got to a point where I was like fighting my mods more than I was playing.
Right, and I think this boils down to just a fundamental understanding of how we like to play our games, where like you've come to the realization that you like these games as they are, and you're willing to deal with some of the things that you don't like because you like enough of it to continue enjoying the game. While on my front, I've grown so pissed tired of all of Bethesda's chicanery.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Bethesda's responsible for both of these games.
Yes, that is.
So that's a point that we should touch on.
So here's the thing, though. Doom was only published by Bethesda.
That's true.
Doom is only published by Bethesda. It's created by id. They did both the Doom 2016 and Doom Eternal.
Right.
And like I know all my bitching has made it seem like I don't like Doom Eternal, but no, I fucking love that game. I just hate the Marauder. I think he's annoying. He's a blemish on a perfect. He's a big old whitehead on a perfect ass. You wanna give it a big old slap, but you're afraid it'll explode all over you.
Well,
it's a bad time.
Selling all that stuff, the fucking dragon bones at spawn and all the stuff that I've been getting from the bandits and other people that I've been murdering.
No.
I now have like 386,000 gold.
That's a lot of gold.
And that's just through I didn't console command myself. Ada just drank a sip of her water and it went everywhere.
Ice cold water from the mountains onto my foot, and it was very cold.
On accident.
On accident.
It's condensation from my water bottle.
Yeah, that amount of gold is just naturally accumulated through. Like I didn't.
See, I never have that much gold because I don't sell any. Like when I play, I don't sell any of my dragon stuff. Like I'm such a fucking. We now return to Skyrim hoarders. On this episode, the hero of Kvatch. Wait, no, the Dragonborn. On this episode, the Dragonborn. As you can see, the house is filled to the brim with dragon bones, priceless gems, weapons that he'll never fucking use, and alchemical ingredients that they're never going to get around to making. Their stack of soul gems is truly staggering.
There's a bunch of dead cats under these this pile of mushrooms and shit. There's a Nern root fell over on Grandma and pinned her down. She died just like those brothers in New York.
Like, are you ever going to use these linens? No, but I might. I just keep them around. It's okay. We got room.
I used to watch that hoarder show, but it just got too depressing.
Oh, God, yeah.
Absolutely.
I think I got to this one where an old woman was like shitting in plastic bags and keeping them.
Oh.
Why?
And I was just like, no, I can't look at this anymore. I'm gonna throw up and cry now. Same thing with the My Strange Addiction.
Oh
show.
yeah,
I watched that a lot, and then I got to the one where a woman was like sniffing and drinking gasoline.
Why? That's actually not that disgusting. It's a little. It could be worse.
And like nail polish too, and just like.
Things that cause brain melt.
That doesn't bother me as much as like bodily secretions and stuff like that. Chemicals, it's like it's not good. I don't want to imagine it, but that's less like horrible.
It's far worse for me.
Really?
Yeah, because like I hate those smells.
They are terrible.
And the fact that you're putting this in their body, just like, like what's wrong with you? Stop!
I kind of like the smell of gasoline.
Well, you shut your shit.
Not gasoline,
Not
but
like
nail polish. Yes, I do like the smell of nail polish.
I hate the smell of nail polish.
I hate it too.
But I'm okay with the smell of gasoline because it's nostalgic. Like it just reminds me of like hanging out in my garage.
Yeah, I can see
like
that.
getting my bike as a kid or something.
I can see that.
Just be like, yeah. I mean, like I'm not gonna fill a snifter full of unleaded and I'm not gonna do that. But if I walk into a place, it's kind of like a hardware store.
Yeah.
Like I love the smell of a hardware store.
Oh yeah.
Like a lot of people don't, and I understand. But like me, every time I go into a Lowe's, I'm like, like it's a good time. I love it.
I'm 7 and I'm here with Dad again.
Yeah, exactly.
A smell I've always hated is the smell of leather.
Yeah, I'm not terribly fond of leather.
Smell.
Yeah, it can get weird. Leather can get weird smelling. It's just kind of like I had a leather jacket for a long time. I forgot how I got it. I think it was a hand-me-down from Grandpa or something, but it was just something about it, man.
Yeah.
Something about leather.
It's gross.
It's a strange smell. But I love the sound that it makes when you got like leather gloves and you're like, like the crunchy almost sound. I love that.
To switch gears for a second and talk about stuff that's...
Wait, what are we talking about?
I was going to say to switch gears for a second and talk about something that's actually good to put in your body.
Oh, okay.
Liz and I picked up some CBD gummies from our local health food store, which offers curbside pickup, so we didn't have to get close to anybody.
Although you did cough on the guy for good measure.
I did. I you could rob a store with a cough right now.
Mm-hmm.
You can't, because the threat of Revere.
Oh, okay, that's true. Revere, well, coughing just alerts Revere to your presence.
Yes.
When he comes and takes your pants.
He says, that cough is mine.
That's all he can hear is coughs.
But anyhow, I've been trying them, and they do something.
Oh.
I feel preternaturally calm when I take them, like the mixture of anxiety and rage, which constitutes my sole emotional state most of the time, is just dissipated entirely temporarily. It's like the calmest I've felt in a long time. I'm like, I could think about things in the news that stress me out, and I just don't feel that spike of anxiety. Like, I acknowledge that they're real, but I don't feel any... that normal spike into your brain that you feel every time you remember this shit. It's just not there.
Yeah.
Wow.
The first time it happened, I was shocked. I was like, my connection to the Force has been severed. Fucking Aang took my firebending away. But I've gotten used to it, and it's nice.
Huh. CBD gummy.
Yeah. The only thing that sort of sucks is I feel like I might... I feel like you might build up a tolerance to it really fast. Mm-hmm. So, you can only really take it once a week if you want to feel that feeling.
Yeah.
Otherwise, if you take it, multiple days in a row, it just, doesn't do it so much anymore. Mm-hmm. But, yeah, it was actually pretty nice.
Okay.
I see bee outside flying around. I think they're making another nest on our porch.
You should probably catch it with the bug net that you made in Animal Crossing.
That's a good game.
Ada's like, it's my turn to talk now.
It was good.
Liz has been playing it too, and I've been watching her play that, and it's been a really, really good time. I actually would play that game.
Yeah.
We might get a second Switch so that I can.
Yeah.
So,
it's a bunch of fun, running around catching bugs and getting annoyed with the bunny and his fucking eggs.
Oh my god! So
catching sakura petals.
Oh my god! So Courtney, Liz's best friend, sent her a comic that was like a really depressing comic of Zipper being devastated that nobody appreciates any of the work that he did.
Yeah.
So Lissa's because Lissa was getting really fucking mad. She's fishing and he's like, another fucking egg and stuff. But then she saw that comic and she's like, I have to love him now.
Yeah.
Like, I have to double down on my efforts to love him. So no, she made all the Bunny Day stuff, all the furniture, all the clothes, and when Zipper came to the island, she like wore all the stuff in front of him and made sure to be super nice to him and everything.
Yeah.
And Zipper's like, don't patronize me.
Like, I think the problem, for those of you that aren't playing this game...
like me!
Animal Crossing is like a life simulator, so it moves on the same calendar that reality does. So when it's April 14th in Animal Crossing, it's April 14th in reality. So because of that, they have stand-ins for real-life holidays. You celebrate Bunny Day instead of Easter. But this particular game seems to do a
it's like the first like live test of an actual holiday in the game too.
Well, I mean the games have always had holidays, but they were always just on that day.
Right.
So in all the other games, it's like it's Bunny Day, and that's the only day where you get
it wasn't this week-long build-up to it.
2 weeks.
2 weeks, that's right.
Well, a week and a half. But yeah,
a week and 3/4.
Normally you would only have this one day to get all this egg stuff. What they did this time is on April 1st to April 12th. Basically all the ways that you can collect resources were sometimes replaced by eggs, which were for Bunny Day only. And after like 2 days of that shit, you're like, yeah, I got everything I need for Bunny Day. Can I just get my regular stuff now?
Yeah, I'd like to catch fish and get wood and shit that I actually need.
I want fish. I want to not be constantly accosted by by whistling noises of balloons coming by with fucking sky eggs in them. I had like 120 fucking sky eggs. I popped so many balloons. So I wanted the other thing. And that was the other problem, is that they had another holiday going on at the same time.
Oh.
Where all the...
Did they?
Yeah. Where all the...
Was it Jesus?
All the trees in town were like cherry blossom trees. And they bloom. And they like let petals out. And you can get all these crafting recipes to make items with the petals.
For Cherry Blossom Festival
and you only
time of year.
And you only have 10 days to do it. Mm-hmm. And those 10 days are during the same days as Bunny 2 weeks. So it's like, I'm trying to get all this Sakura petal stuff that's cool, and I keep getting filled with eggs.
Wait, so are you telling me like a Sakura petal will fall from a tree and you catch it, and when you open your hands it's a fucking Easter egg?
That's how it feels like. Rather, the biggest issue is that the most reliable way to get the recipes were by popping balloons, but the balloon spawn rate is like amped up by 20 to get you all these sky eggs.
And it's all eggs.
And it's just all eggs. So you're like, oh, a recipe's coming. Sky egg. Recipe. Sky egg. Sky egg. Sky egg.
Skeg.
It drove me a little insane for like 3 days.
Yeah. I remember. You were just on the couch, furious.
Yeah.
And I'm like, you getting mad at eggs.
It's a fun game. I love it. It really is.
I was just perplexed more than anything else.
Just Bunny Day didn't need to last for 2 weeks. That's all I'm trying to say. Is Bunny Day did not need to last that long. Zipper's a creep, but whatever.
There was a Kotaku article about it that was just basically like Bunny Day sucks, and now I'm afraid for all future holidays in Animal Crossing. I'm scared they're gonna blow. And it said like, of course there's Zipper, but the less said about that creep, the better.
Yeah.
I was like, oh.
November 1st is going to come around, and it's like Jingle will show up, and like, it's Toy Day! You have until December 25th to collect these 2 items.
Yeah.
By the way, every rock you break and every tree you shake will drop 3 of them. Hope you enjoy it!
Yep. And only those items will spawn.
Yeah.
Like, I know that that comic about the Zipper, be like Sympathy for Zipper comic or whatever, but like, I don't know. I guess since I have an
like Sympathy for the Devil.
I have this.
Can you guess my name?
I have this outside perspective on it, but all I could think of is just like, yeah, like Zipper is all sad that no one's appreciating his work, but like, I don't know, if you were going through your neighborhood replacing everybody's valuables with lumps of shit, I don't think anybody should feel sorry for you when you're like, oh, nobody appreciates my work.
Yeah.
I mean, I just wanted to replace everybody's valuable watches and cherry tomatoes and like rocks in their garden. I just wanted to replace them with lumps of human feces. Nobody appreciates me.
For shit day.
For shit day. And
Collect all the shit recipes.
It's not shit day. It's shit
I'm
week.
crafting with shit. I made a shit stool.
Well, that's redundant.
Yeah, a stool.
Here's the shit bed. It goes when you.
Oh
No.
Oh God. There was a great picture I saw on like Tumblr or something that it was like Zipper. A lot of the Zipper stuff implies that like Zipper is like a mascot.
Yeah.
Like taking that it's like somebody in there.
Yeah.
And
I mean, there is a zipper on the back of his head. He's something in a costume.
Yeah.
He's a creature.
And there was one where it said, if you knew who he was, would you still hate him? And it was like a sad looking Jesus holding the mascot.
I don't know. I mean, we live in the age of the internet, so like, there's a good chance that other holidays won't be as ruinous as Bunny Day was.
Yeah.
So that's another thing
In
that
the future.
Nintendo actually listens to.
Well,
Sort of.
Well, we will say that with this game, they're like patching it a lot.
Oh.
Like halfway through Bunny Day, they listen to people's complaints and they reduce the spawns for a lot of stuff.
well, this might be a new age for old Nintendo then.
And it's been out for like a month now, and they've had like 5 patches on it.
That's a lot of patches.
Which is a fuck ton for Nintendo
That's
because
a
they
ver-
don't
That's a
they don't
veritable
do
quilt. It's a quilt of a game.
that. Yeah. So I'm
Well,
looking
yeah.
forward to them
Not
adding
fucking up.
not
Halloween.
fucking up Christmas and Halloween.
And Thanksgiving.
Yeah. What other what holidays are between now and Halloween?
Some Martin Luther King Day.
That already happened.
Valentine's Day.
We already had that.
St. Patrick's Day. Oh my God! In Animal Crossing St. Patrick's Day, like at midnight, you just walk out on the street and there's Isabel on the street being like, "I'm so fucking wasted. I'm a fucking guy."
Tom Nook's passed out in the river. You have to fish him out.
Or what? But if you don't, he'll die, and you won't have to pay your debts to him anymore.
I mean, he's a good landlord. You don't actually have to pay any of your debts.
What?
Yeah.
Like,
You just can't upgrade your shit.
Yeah. Like, you can't upgrade anything until you pay it off, but you can just be like, with your final upgrade, you can just say, yeah, I'm not going to pay this. And you're fine.
What the fuck?
You don't have to pay interest.
Oh.
You don't have a deadline for it. You're not going to get kicked out of your place because you can't work.
That's because
Revere stole your pants.
there's a stay on evictions because Revere's stealing people's pants.
Once Revere stops stealing pants, you just wait. Tom Nook's gonna start packing on the interest. That's right.
I've been seeing a lot of memes for Animal Crossing. You can learn what they call reactions, which are basically a little animation displaying an emotion.
Yeah.
So you can have like a happy one where you're like, yeah, and like a depressed one, and you just go. There's one where you sneeze, and the way that you learn these is a villager will be like, hey, check this out, I want to teach you a reaction, and then they just right in your face.
No.
Somebody did that to Lissa in her game, and she was like, inappropriate.
Super inappropriate. What the fuck? Hey, sunshine, watch this.
Exactly.
What the fuck? Oh my God.
Now is not the time.
Yeah.
Oh goodness gracious! This is the madness.
I've
that
also
you
seen a
face.
lot of pictures where sometimes your villagers will get sick and they'll just stay in their house shivering, and you have to bring them medicine.
Oh God.
That's so sad.
So people will like see them like, oh man, I don't feel so good, and then they go outside and just put like quarantine tape and like holes around their house so they can't leave. Or rather, so Revere can't get in there to steal their pants.
Yes.
Exactly.
So Revere can't get in to steal.
He's
their
coming.
pants.
What? Did you hear that?
What?
What the fuck?
Revere, no!
Wait, here he is. Oh, ooh, my pants.
I'm not even wearing pants right now. What is he stealing?
Those pants are mine.
Oh, Revere, what do you think?
You can have yours back.
Oh no, my penis is hideous.
I have a horrifying cat dick, and even I think that's gross.
Now even you entire universe